I think this is episode like not quite 300, like 296 of the Culture Trail Running Podcast.
From the belly of the Beast Coast, Glastonbury, Connecticut, this is the Cultra Trail Running Podcast. We talk about all the fun shit that happens on the trails that most normal people don't care about. The language we use is fucking explicit and raw like the trails we run on. So don't listen with your kids! Cultra is brought to you by our Patreons and supporters, and we are 112% listener supported, and support is good.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. How you doing?
There was just a kitty sighting.
A kitty sighting?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fred's cat.
Fred's cat.
My cat just passed through.
Huh.
She'll be back.
Awesome. I have a cat, or I have two cats, but we're watching somebody else's cat. So I have three cats, but this other cat is very shy. So he hides in corners of the house and we have this old organ, this pump organ that is like an inner structure. You can just climb into this thing. So the cat's been hiding up there and I don't know, I had to take it apart to get the cat out of there. And do all sorts of other stuff. But
Where's Becky when you need her?
Damn. I know. Anytime you mention the word organ, right?
Pump organ. Come on.
Pump organ inside. Yeah. Come on.
I mean, yeah, putting the cat inside the organ. Boy, that's a role reversal.
Yeah.
You got that backwards.
Right. Something's not right here. Everything's upside down these days. All right. Well, here we are at episode 296, and it's been a while since we've all been together. I guess, Jimmy, you did some traveling out to, I'm not remembering where. Why I'm just drawing a thing, but you were away. Oh, you went to the White Mountains, right?
Did go to the White Mountains. Yeah.
Tell me about the Pemi Loop, Jimmy.
Dude, that was one of the raddest days of running I've ever had. We had so much fun. It was me and Jacques. We went up Sunday night. We got up there at 11 and literally he slept in the back of my car. I put my sleeping pad and climbed in my sleeping bag right next to the car, and we got up at 4 and we're on trail. And we had a freaking blast. We did it pretty fast. We did that West Bond add-on. And that was cool. And or the side, we kept calling it side quests because we had to do a couple other side quests for water and stuff. But and we sat down for 20 minutes. Jacques had a bowl of potato dill soup at the hut. It's a good time.
Was that his making, or they had that there?
No, they had that there. And then the kid who made it, the cook there, the kid who made it, this dude was 19, and he was like, yeah, we just did this 3 weeks ago, me and a bunch of friends. And he's like, we hammered it. And I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I think it's the best place to go out and just get broken, just get completely broken.
I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
That is a great, so what was the highlight of the trip, would you say? If there is a highlight,
just talking shit with Jacques, just getting to know Jacques really, really well before he left. You know what I mean? Driving up there. No, but the loop itself, I just you spend a pretty decent amount of time above tree line, and the views are we got the clearest, most beautiful day. It was in the 60s. It was perfect. And there was water everywhere, so we were able to filter water like crazy. So we kept it moving. I think we did a fairly swift pace, and I definitely held Jacques back. He probably could have went 90 minutes faster without me, but we had a fucking blast. It was awesome.
Oh, very good.
Just fucking around on mountains. Jimmy and Jacques fucking around on mountains.
Had you done that loop before or no?
No, it was my first time.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So I want to, by the end of this year, I want to have done Pemi, Prezi, and I want to do a great range traverse. I actually, since I've been looking at the FKT website though, again, I like the Ben Nephew idea that he calls it the Ultra Tour, do great range or whatever. So it's a 28 mile, it's a 8 mile add-on, and it's an out and back with a lollipop. Whereas like you skip like Haystack, or you skip a couple mountains on the way out, but you do Marcy as like your second, and then like and I think he said it's 28 miles with like 18,000 feet of climbing.
Ow.
I'm like, that just sounds like a place that can just get broke off. And I
Yeah.
want to kind of go,
Oh
I'm
my
looking
gosh.
for that kind of getting broke off. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, dude.
And you already did the presidential traverse this year, or you're going to do that?
No, I haven't done it yet.
Oh, okay, good.
I was going to do it this upcoming weekend, but the weather didn't look great. So I was like, I'm just going to go down the Jersey Shore. And like the weather doesn't look great like, anywhere kind of right now. So it's going to be hot.
It looks good at Notch View. It's good Notch View weather.
Yeah.
Very
Notch View
good.
weather. Tell us about Notch View. And Art, you're doing?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Art, what are you doing?
I'm doing Notch View.
Yeah. What do you, what distance?
The 100.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, I thought it was all timed events, right? Or
No, you can sign up for 100 there.
It
you
is.
can do 6, 12, 24, 48, 72, or 100 miles.
Oh, okay.
It's 100.7.
Art, I feel like you took the safe route. Like, God forbid you went out for 24 hours and did 106 miles. 112.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. So a 24-hour hundo is not going to happen.
It's 14:20. It's 14:24 pace. You can do it.
Yeah. That's like, I'm lucky to do a 5K. And
that's a lot of walking. If you have the discipline to walk a lot early, you can get it done in 24. I know. Art, I know you. You're going to be covered in Desitin by mile 45. You're going to be hallucinating. You're going to turn your fucking headlamp off. Like, we know you. Like,
yeah, I'll be playing head games. No, I'm
blessed. Keep an eye on him, fucking for real.
I've seen some epic shit in those woods, so I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I'm not in right now. Where I am is that I'd say I have the ability to do this over some time, but I don't have the, I know that I don't have those top gears to push enough to go, to do this like other hundreds that I've done in the past. Yeah. So I just know that going in, I'm getting, just personal life, I don't need the added stress of doing that, the sleep, that kind of sleep deprivation and stuff like that. I can't get that out of it. I have like I forget how many hours you get to do it, but 72. It's plenty. 72. So yeah. My goal is to finish this in less than 72 hours. So
I'm pretty confident you're going to have you're going to leave a lot of time up on the board, dude. You should just keep going. Like, keep going.
I also,
every time you do a loop, you hand Griffin $1.90, right? So it's 1.9 mile loop. You hand him $1.90 with exact change. Every loop you do after 100. That's what the penalty should be, right?
Oh, that'd be epic.
Yeah, that'd be so great.
That would be good. You know what? I'll pay him $19 for every loop that I do.
You're 1900 going.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I have literally handed him $100 bill so I didn't have to carry Wally one time. I'm like, here, I'm never carrying Wally.
Yeah.
That's my donation.
That's a flex. Why did you bring $100 bill to a fucking ultra race?
I have a bad habit of sticking money places and forgetting I put it there, and then like finding it later. Like I'll go in a purse I haven't carried in like 3 years, and there'll be like a bag of money in there. It's bad. It's bad.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do that with back when people used to use cash.
Yeah.
I used to do that with all my running shorts. Every pair of running shorts, I had a $20 bill folded up into a tiny square stuck in the key pocket. That was in the front of the shorts.
Yep.
So every single pair of shorts I had a 20 in them, just in case,
Well, see, I do the same thing. I'm so scared I'm going to not have money or something. I don't know.
But now I have it on my watch. So now I have my credit card hooked to my watch. So
I have it on my phone.
That works.
But
I
yeah.
thought you were going to say you had to fold it up $20 taped to your watch or something.
Yeah.
I can actually picture that.
No, I've got it. It's right here.
That's Apple Pay. That's what you tape, I don't know. They tap the phone and pickpocket the 20 or something. So.
All right. Now, what's worse, a $20 bill folded into Art's running shorts, or when a woman pulls a $20 bill out of her bra?
It depends on the woman.
The running shorts. Yeah.
Some people would pay money for that, right?
Okay. Good point. Good point. Yeah.
Wow. So Celeste, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I have great news.
Mm-hmm.
Bear got his stitches out. So, yeah, he goes back in 3 months for one more non-invasive where they knock him out and make sure everything healed, and then we're done with all this bullshit. So,
Good.
yeah. Yep.
That's great. That's good news. And you're psyched for Notchview at this point?
I actually am really excited about Notchview. Like, I think the community there is spot on. Like, there's some epic people going. It's going to be quite the party. So,
like, who's going to be there? We just say.
I mean, me. Does anyone else matter? Oh,
Shaw.
I appreciate your moxie, but we need some. I'm going to look at the start list.
okay. So all my idiots are going to be there, which is epic. Crutch.
You have a lot of idiots, Celeste. Could you be more specific?
Oh, I mean the core idiots, like Ashley, Danny, Craig, and Liz are all going.
Okay. Yeah.
Crutch, Odendahl, Lauren. I forgot who else is going. My friend Linda. You guys don't know. Evil Becky Burke is going to be there.
Oh, dude, the Jester's going to be there.
Really?
Yeah, Ed Eddinghausen.
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of people on this list.
Ty, Ashley, and Taylor are going to be back with Nemi. My friend, Rob the Bear. Yep,
Rob
he's going to be
Bear
there.
Ass Breckenridge is
and Keith are going. Yep.
It's like low key. It's like a New England All Star kind of list here, and that's just like. Let me see. Hold on. Let me keep going.
Speaking of All Stars, I'm going to just drop something on you guys here.
Yeah.
So you ready?
Yeah.
Can you handle it?
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Oh no shit.
Yeah. There we go.
Ellie Pell.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ellie Pell.
Hello.
Excellent.
Joining us live from her studio audience in a bunker in some remote suburb of Colorado or parts thereabout.
That's me.
Yay!
Very good. So, how you doing?
Well, the horrors persist, but so do I.
There you go. All right.
Oh, I want to hear about this catastrophe that your life is, Ellie.
Yeah, tell us. Come on.
You're smiling so brightly.
I'm always smiling.
I love it so much.
I mean, no big catastrophes, just the mundane.
Excellent. So, so we have so much stuff that's going on. We were just kind of doing a general catch up here. We haven't gotten to Fred yet, but before we did that, since we're kind of in Ellie Pell's court here, what's up, Ellie? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Doing pretty all right. Not gonna complain too much. Boulder is Boulder, so.
Excellent. Did you make a trip out east or
I did.
East, or what do you call
ago.
it when you're there? Do you say, is that up east or?
Yeah. Upstate New York. I did about a month ago. I went back. My best friend from high school was getting married, so I made like a week trip out of it, and it was so much fun.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. What's your dad's dog's name?
Jimmy Mac. But no one in my family knows why I call him Jimmy Mac. Because his name is Jimmy.
Oh wait.
Oh, it's so dead. I love this.
What is this? How did tell the story, Ellie?
All right.
Yeah, what's up?
So so a couple years ago, my dad found this emaciated Chihuahua in his land. Like, my dad owns a lot of farmland, and we also live by a lot of Amish people, and they do a lot of like breeding with dogs. And so we bet.
Hold on, wait. The Amish people breed with the dogs?
You said it, not me. Okay.
I thought that's what you said. I'm just
I cannot
we'll play that back.
There are rumors. There are rumors.
Okay. You couldn't see that little pause was a comma in her sentence.
Oh, I think Fred. We should say allegedly, right?
Yeah, the
then it's
Oxford
okay.
comma.
Okay,
love it.
Okay.
And so basically we think this dog like escaped from there, but it was like this poor little thing, like so skinny or whatever. And so my dad and brother found it. So they like brought it inside, but my dad was just like, this thing is trash. Like it looks like a little rat dog or whatever, but it was so docile that like we just kept it. Like my dad kept it. Well, it gets fed and now it's like my dad's protector. So whenever anybody goes in the room, and my dad is this like 6'3", like farmer, he's like 250, like he's got that dad strength, and and so like whenever we go in like to his house, like anybody, the dog just like barks and barks and like runs around my dad, like making sure nobody gets too close until my dad tells him like 6 times, like, Jimmy, shut up. Like it's just so funny. So yeah, they ended up naming him Jimmy.
So your dad just ran, Jimmy, shut up? Is that like, he should get a bell. That works. I gotta say.
Well, also, like, I think another reason they kept it is whenever we've had dogs before, like the dog food is a pretty big expense. Like probably Celeste, like it's just like taking care of the dogs is like a lot. Well, Jimmy, this like little fucker, all he does, my dad gives him a half of a piece of bologna per day, and that dog is thriving.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That is yes.
Wow.
And so the latest story with Jimmy,
is he a
and that's
hybrid
when I started calling him Jimmy Mac, is apparently Jimmy like will go outside and like take on the cars. And this is not a good thing. But apparently like the day before I came home, Jimmy had taken on this tractor trailer. And there's like a picture of this little chihuahua taking on this tractor trailer. And I was like, Dad, you really have to train Jimmy not to go in the road. And my dad's like, well, if he dies, that's just one less thing I have to feed. And I was like, oh my God.
Oh, wow.
No. But it's my dad's little lap dog, TLDR, named Jimmy. And I just started calling him Jimmy Mac.
That's awesome.
I'm so honored. I cannot explain how honored
You should be.
I am.
This dog is like a badass. I don't know how it's alive, but it is.
Now every time I look at Jimmy Mac, I'm going to think of a chihuahua.
No, that tracks. Listen, that tracks. You know how often I yell at tractor trailers?
I just take them on.
I heard all kinds of epithets at tractor trailers.
Oh, yeah.
This is good.
Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Ellie pal.
Oh, yeah, me too. Sorry, I was a little late. So I guess the newest thing going on with me is I am actually moving out of Boulder to Greeley, Colorado. I'm going to grad school. I think I told you, Jimmy.
Yes, you did.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And so, but part of the deal is like I get to go for free and I get a stipend, but I have to teach. And so I'm sort of like auditing a bio class right now because I got to remember this shit. Like, oh God. So that's why I was a little late. Sorry.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's great. And that's like an hour north of Boulder.
Yes.
Is that right?
Far enough away that I don't have to deal with this shit and I can visit on the weekends.
Nice. But are you actually you're gonna move there, right?
Yes.
Oh,
so
okay.
I actually am moving on July 23rd, but I'm going to be here be in Boulder for like most of August house sitting. And then also helping like Scratch transition out of the
Scratch stock just went down big time.
Or went up.
What's the point of Scratch anymore?
It's still the only shit I'll give to my runners. So
Scratch,
y'all can be mad at Scratch.
Just
Scratch lost an asset to go on and do something better. I don't think Scratch is salty. We're not pissed at Scratch. Let's fucking give Scratch mad love.
But we got to say that you can't spell Scratch without rat.
That's true.
Right? We noticed that at Lake Warramug. So, but excellent. Well, Ellie, that's good. I congratulations on this new chapter. That sounds like an exciting an exciting thing to do there.
We'll see. I mean, I think I was going to go to grad school after I finished my undergrad a couple of years ago, but then the running thing happened and then I moved out here. So I kind of put it on the back burner. And then I actually told Jimmy, when we first came on the podcast, a couple months ago, and he was going back to school. And then I was like, I liked school, but nothing was going to happen, whatever. But then when I broke my pelvis, you start to reevaluate things. And I was like, I think the reason I broke my pelvis is that I'm working in hospitality and it's very hard on my body when I'm trying to also run a lot. Running doesn't really matter. I want to be able to walk when I'm 60. So I was like, all right, maybe this isn't a long-term strategy. And then I just started looking at different things. And like, long story short, the guy, one of the labs I was looking at for next year, like 2025, he was like, yeah, dude, we have like a lot of funding right now. Why don't you come now? And I was like, all right. So, yeah, they let me in pretty late, but I don't know. I've never really done anything with too much pre-planning and it's worked out. So I'm alive. So
that's right. I mean, you entered all those Olympic events, no planning,
just jump right in.
Got it done, figured out, got it all done. So, well, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah.
Really cool. Hey, Fred, what's going on with you?
You go to college too, Fred?
I went to college for 10 years, Ellie. 10.
Right.
All right. You got me.
I loved it. It was, but eventually I had to call it quits.
Back when college cost a few shekels.
Yeah, I went to a small private college for undergrad, and I financed it myself and came out with $2,500 in debt total.
Oh my God. That's not even one course
for that. That's actually possible for me.
Yeah. And I went to Penn State for grad school, and I was a TA, and so they paid me and gave me free tuition. And then I went to law school, and it was like $800 a semester.
Oh my God.
Wow. It was ridiculous. Like that stuff doesn't happen anymore, but it was cool.
I'm paying for 2 colleges right now. And let me tell you.
Not 800 a semester?
Not even 800. I don't think that's a credit.
Yeah, probably not.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And NYU
even
is $515.
State school is like $40,000 a year.
Yeah. NYU 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago was $515 a credit.
Okay.
Luckily, my company was paying for it, but it took me 10 years just to get undergraduate stuff. So
I got lucky. My parents paid for my undergrad, but
my parents paid for my underwear. So and that was and that was kind of underfunded, to be honest.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
why we're running shorts now. So.
I read an article that said that part of the housing crisis is because the elevator companies are gouging. It's so expensive to build elevators in multifamily units now that that's driven up the cost to make it unaffordable for people.
That's not true. That's but I am retiring, so I wouldn't know about
the elevator cabal.
I read that too yesterday.
Yeah, I heard that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
The elevator.
That's an article where I like want to believe that on the surface, but I kind of want to look into the research too.
Yeah, I know.
I can tell you that I can tell you the deal. So I mean, and I
you want a deal on an elevator?
Yeah, deal without reading.
Deal.
Let me ask you if the article touched on this. So a couple of years, well, probably 15 years ago, there was a lawsuit, an antitrust lawsuit between elevator companies saying that they may have been in cahoots with each other.
Like the egg companies.
Well, yeah, I mean that there were allegations of price fixing and things like that, but that's certainly not. I think that was mostly overseas, though. So that certainly doesn't happen, to my knowledge, around here because it's a incredibly competitive market. So, and that's all I have to say on that. Or speak to Fred about it if you have any questions. Now leave me alone.
That sounded like that. You made elevator sales sound like really sexy, like added some intrigue to it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is going on at Kone?
Yeah. Not that I speak for Kone or anything with Kone.
Art's like, listen, I got all this microfilm in my trunk. Like, I got to go meet the Russians tomorrow. Like,
no, I'm not saying shit. So
he's like, but I'm wearing my running shorts under my work clothes, so I'm just gonna go for a run too.
That's right. Always ready to go, right?
Don't make it easier for them to dump your body, though. Like, what the fuck?
I know.
So my friend Steve went to the Scratch Lab Cafe, and I think was served by Ellie. And I said, "Did you say hi to Ellie and tell him that you were my friend?" And he said, "Ellie Pell doesn't give a shit who I am."
I think didn't I tell you to tell him that
Yes. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
If I described him for you and then he came into your place, you'd know because he's a giant.
He's built like Bessic.
He's 6'6" and he's about 300 pounds.
Oh, so he was probably intimidated.
Yeah, that's what it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
Bro, that's it.
Oh my God, I wish you could see everyone. She just flexed like it was so
Flexed.
cute.
Totally flex.
You guys, I'm like getting jacked these days. Like I'm growing out of clothes left and right. I don't know what to do.
I love it. I love it.
So, hey guys, I hate to talk about
Everybody needs to follow Ellie on Instagram. It's a hoot.
My mom does now. I'm starting like, oh shit. My sister, like, okay, so apparently my sister was watching my story and my mom heard and was like, is that Ellie? And my sister was like, maybe. And then my mom was like, let me see. And she's like, Ellie's really funny. And I was like, what the fuck? Of course I'm funny. And then my mom made an Instagram profile. She follows me and my sister. And I'm like, oh no, this is not good.
Is her name Ellie's mom? Is that like
no, it's like I don't know, something about like I don't know,
Mama Gazelli
football picture. I don't know. She's really into the Bills. I'm just like, okay, Karen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. So I'm a little nervous because like my aunt also follows me, but she's like the cool aunt. So when I'm posting about like smutty novels, like and she like laughs too, so it's not that bad. But like my mom.
It puts a whole different thing.
Jimmy didn't know that there's a thing called fairy smut.
Oh my goodness!
Sorry, I'm eating pretzels right now, but I have that on my list of shit to talk about tonight.
Okay.
I fucking swear to God.
Celeste, did you read about the like how there's like this huge booming like business of like romance bookstores run by women?
No, but okay.
Okay. Well, I think this is a great retirement hobby for us. Or like, I have like two other book friends, and we said we were going to name. We might need to bleep this. We said we were going to name our store Clitlet.
Nice.
And then I was going to post it to my story, but then I found my mom was following me.
No,
and I was like, no.
Don't let your parents. You got to get to a point where you don't. If your parents are going to be on social media, be like, "Look, this is our world. You boomers are stepping into it. Like you're stepping on landmines left and right." You're gonna get butthurt about everything. Just don't be on it.
You can't.
You can't take that out of context.
No.
Like you gotta just tell it.
I'm sure I've said weird sex shit on Facebook, whatever, years ago. My parents were probably like, "Well, maybe our son's had sex before. I don't know."
That's Jimmy,
true.
their boy.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, Jimmy, you know what? We're gonna start with your list of shit to talk about. How about that?
He's got to swallow first.
Because I just have all like I do have some good. I'm
eating pretzels. I needed to eat more dinner. I like focused up the ball.
You want us to put you on? We can come back to you if you like.
No. Here's my list.
No, he swallowed.
And I'm so glad Ellie's on here. I'm so glad Ellie's on here because this is going to make this conversation even better. But the first thing I wrote down was food. Like I want to talk about like what kind of food y'all been eating lately? You been to any good restaurants, like shit like that? Because Ellie puts up her food stuff on IG. And cooking chicken.
So I'm done with kale for now because like I've just had way too much of that. So
I've been done with kale since
kale's
I
dead
was
to
born.
me. I've been making my own yogurt, so I've been really boring because it's so hot here that like at the end of the day, I just like
I've got a batch going right here, Ellie Pell. I have a batch going right behind me in my Instapot right here.
Oh yes, mine's downstairs.
Fucking A.
Yeah, so good.
So you can make yogurt in an Instapot?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually easier to do it.
Throw your microwave out, dude. You want anyone need a microwave and a crock pot? Because like you don't need either of those things anymore.
Oh, so a crock pot's different than an Instapot.
Yeah.
You can slow cook in those things, right? Like
I use my Instapot as a crock pot.
See?
Yeah.
Throw your crock pot out. It's a crock of shit.
But no, crock pot's good for
we're never going to get sponsored by crock pot, right?
No, so Instapot has a slow cooker.
Yeah.
Button.
Okay.
There's like 47 buttons on the front.
You can do anything in it almost.
So is this like a foodie? Or no, I'm sorry. I just like you're using this word Instapot and I like explain what it is to me because I don't have an Instapot and it's like just a word. It's like, try this word. It's good. I don't know. What is it? What does it do?
It's a tabletop cooker that it's like, you ever seen a rice cooker? It's kind of like, it's like an 8-in-1. You can do like crock pot type stuff in it, like soups and stews and shit like that. You can do.
Is it a pressure cooker?
There's a pressure cooker option.
That's how it cooks everything fast.
Okay. So it cooks it under pressure. It's not just simmering it.
Valve. That's right.
It does both.
It's like,
it can do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Okay.
Everyone's gonna be like,
cool.
"Why didn't you get one 5 years ago when they were cool?" And I was like, "Well, I had to wait to see if this thing was going to pan out." So,
because I didn't read about it.
I'm very conservative when I
MySpace.
buy shit for my kitchen.
I had to wait till I got mine at Goodwill.
There you go.
Okay.
Second generation.
Well, it was only like
Second life
$85 or whatever. I'm like, they're really cheap now. I'm like, all right, or maybe it was because I had Amazon credit or something. I don't know. When you
They're
have a kid,
fabulous,
I think
Okay.
when you have children living in your home, like I think you're just like hitting Amazon like every 3 days. You're like, well, this is the fucking thing we need for a teeth now. This is great. Let's fucking get it off Amazon.
Yeah. I hear you.
It's nice too
That's good.
because if you're in a hurry, you can make something quickly.
Yeah.
Huh.
And I've been getting more into
Okay.
like meal prep type shit, like making a bunch of food at once. Like I'll have like 2 pots going on the stove. Something
See, I
going
don't
there.
do that because I don't eat leftovers.
Oh, that you sound like the poshest princess I've ever. Like,
I only eat leftovers.
Every new step must be placed red velvet upon my feet.
See, I'm like the opposite. I like only eat leftovers. I'm like, you know what this would, you know what would make this even better? If it got cold and mushed together and you eat it the next day, actually.
Why don't they have a?
Yes.
So here's
I will
an
mash,
idea.
I will mash 3-day-old lentils into mashed potatoes and be like, and make a burrito out of it. A lentil
Oh,
mashed
yeah, for
potato.
sure.
They should have like a
It's so
second. They should have a
flavor.
little
co-op.
turmeric on there. You get a little sprinkle. Look at someone
Like
like
a
about to
co-op
die.
of leftovers, like a leftover co-op that, instead of like you get together with everybody brings their leftovers and you trade leftovers. Then it's
Well,
like
this
they're
is
new to
also
me.
why I have a problem with kale now, is because like the kale that I got from like my friend's CSA like 2 weeks ago probably has listeria and E. coli in it, but I was like, I'm not throwing this shit away. And so I was like, I'm just gonna throw some fried chicken on it, some like a bunch of other stuff, and let's just put it down the gullet. And so that's why now I'm done with kale for a long time.
Okay.
I feel like
I
when I
don't
shop
eat
at farmers markets, I'm rolling the dice too. But you know what? Like I like to live fast. You know,
Yeah. Coventry has a good farmers market.
that is a fantastic farmers market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, farmers market reminds me, is anybody into the raw milk trend right now? Because my sister is, and I'm trying to be like, girl, pasteurization was meant for a reason. Like, oh my God.
So
but I didn't want to bash it if anybody's into it,
Yeah, so here's my story with pasteurization. So I grew up on a farm and I was allergic
Straight from the teat. That's Art Byram.
Well, I was allergic to
there you go.
cow's milk. I was allergic to milk from the store.
But not bat milk. And luckily we had 400 bats living in our barn. So I got up every
Jimmy,
morning
me
at
too.
I got up every morning at 4 a.m. and squoze the titties of 400 bats.
Oh, no, I had goats. We had goats
Goats.
at our house. So I had all these goats that we milked. So goat milk, and it was not pasteurized. And goat milk has so much cream in it that it's like ricotta cheese at the top of this. It's like really and it's gamey and it's like it can get pretty
gross.
bad. So but that's what I grew up on. But then I saw like pasteurized milk and Ellie, you probably know this as somebody who's been a reader for a long time. Like sometimes you get so into the books and reading words that you don't know how they're pronounced because you just pronounce them in your own head, right?
Yep.
Like I read Carlotta's Web.
Oh, yeah.
And then I saw on the milk, I don't know if I ever told this story, that I saw on the milk, it said Hogman sized. I just kind of messed
That's what
up
they
that
do at
word.
church.
I thought it was Hogman sized instead of homogenized on the side of the milk carton. And then I went to school in kindergarten or something, and they served these little lunch milks, and it said Hogman sized, and I said, "That's not Hogman sized." They're pretty stupid, but anyway.
Wait, was that your first attempt at like an inside joke and it flopped, dude? I'm sorry.
No, it was yeah, it was bad, but no, it was something that was, I don't know, it was kind of funny after I found out that it didn't mean large personed milk or something. So I don't know. Anyway,
I think that's an awesome story.
Yeah, I know it sucks.
No, it's good.
Next.
No, when I was a little kid, I thought Alzheimer's was old timers disease.
Yes. Oh, that's
Like that's what I thought it Like I thought Alzheimer's was old timers.
And people pronounce it that way sometimes.
Yeah. So that's what I thought.
Yeah, he's got Alzheimer's disease.
Yeah.
I mean, Alzheimer's.
Or Dog Eat Dog World.
Yeah.
Was another one. So how about oatmeal, right?
I don't like oatmeal either.
How about oatmeal?
Oatmeal is fucking oatmeal is the shiz night. I love oatmeal.
Oh yeah, every day.
I like the apple instant oatmeal with shit ton of sugar. Does that count?
I like a game pro tip. I love the dinosaur egg.
Oh, that sounds good.
That actually is good.
Yeah, had that before the Leadville Marathon last year, so won that. So I guess we know.
Okay.
So,
all right. Sold.
Okay,
you guys are gonna think I'm such a basic bitch, but I've been making like my own chai tea. Well, chai is tea, whatever. But like,
your tea.
Everything I have now is like chai spice. It's amazing. So I'm gonna do chai spice oatmeal overnight otes tomorrow. Now,
okay, awful. Jimmy. Here's a pro tip for the yogurt. Do you strain it to make it like Greek?
No, that just makes smoothies out of it usually.
What do you say? Oh, you make a smoothie. So like I like thick yogurt. So then the whey is actually super nutritious. Like it's total protein. That's all it is. I use that to make overnight oats. Oh, it's so good.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's a little tart, but like it adds some like a little more oomph to it. And then I sweeten it and stuff. But like pro tip.
So this is sounding like hamstrings and heartstrings here.
I know.
Ellie's old podcast.
But hold on. Now I'm interested. Ellie, what sweetener do you use?
I use scratch horchata.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And because ever since like I knew I was leaving Scratch like 2 weeks ago, I've been like using my employee budget like mad. I'm like, I gotta get so much horchata because I am addicted to it. And I even started trying other protein powders, and I was like, oh, this is trash. Oh my God. Oh, how do people live?
Wow.
I found a cute little protein, we went to a little donut shop that had protein shakes the other day, and I got a strawberry lemonade protein shake, and it was amazing.
So
like I never like to add that kind of stuff. Like I just like protein is fine, but like, what am I like Arnold? But, my after getting the pelvic stress fracture, my dietitian like really revamped my diet, and so she's like I've just been trying to like actually do what she says. So now I got to add that horchata into everything, which was easy when it was free, but now that it's like $40 a bag, I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah,
oh my God. So I was making a shake today, a smoothie, and I was adding some protein powder, and I was like, oh my God, all these scoops I'm throwing in there. And then I was like, why can't I do it like old school, like I used to when I was a kid? Because I kind of was brought back to the time when I used to make shakes, and we used to do it like Rocky Balboa style. Anybody remember?
Cracking eggs.
We would crack eggs. Yeah, we would throw like
8 eggs into.
Yeah.
That's a ton of protein. Jesus.
Yeah. I don't eat egg yolks.
Yeah, he drank all those down. We would just throw a couple of them in the blender with the rest of the smoothie, with milk and other stuff like that.
I only do like one scoop because like really you're supposed to spread your protein out throughout the day. So like if you have like 8 eggs, like that's fine, but your muscles can't take in it all. Same with calcium. So I'm trying to like spread her out, even though I'm like somebody like I just want to take it in one fall swoop and then I can just eat bread for the rest of the day. But you really shouldn't do that.
Huh. Okay. There you go. Science people right there.
I know.
Sourdough? What kind of bread? What's your go-to bread, Ellie Pell?
Ooh, okay. Actually, ever since St. Patrick's Day, I have been on the Irish soda bread. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Just try it. It's the easiest thing to make ever. It's like 4 ingredients, but the buttermilk and the butter in the bread, it makes it very moist. So that's like that's one I've been on. But usually pumpernickel. I tried sourdough, but feeding the starter, and sometimes it just got a little bit, it was too much. Like I had sourdough everywhere. It's like taking over my life. So pumpernickel bread is like a favorite, but the Irish soda bread ever since St. Patrick's Day. Oh, so good.
I'm big on the sourdough. So I grew up with that. That was what my mom made. We would have sourdough pancakes. We would have sourdough bread. She'd make sourdough pinwheels. And I have her starter that I think she says that she got from her, like her mother or her grandmother. So it's the same starter that's been around in a while. And
it's never died.
Correct. Yes. I have it right now. I have to say this, and this is, people are going to say, oh my God, I haven't used it in maybe 6 months now. And it's in a jar in the back of my refrigerator. And I know that if I take it out, it will, I just feed it and it will, it'll kick in. So,
whoa.
Allegedly, so, and it's
sourdough
pretty gross.
Goat milk. What else do you need to become our body?
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's good for the immune system. And, I
love sourdough. I just I'm not, that's not like I'm not, it's not that great. Everybody else can make it better than me. And they'd love to give me bread. So I'm like, hey.
There you go. Okay. So listen, we have, Jimmy, did you have another item, Jimmy? Because we got a bunch of other stuff, but you got.
Well, no, we're going to talk fairy porn or fairy smut. Celeste, I never knew about this stuff, and frankly, I'm appalled and interested at the same time. So, over to you, Celeste.
I finished Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. So
right though, I just ordered Onyx Storm.
Oh yes, yeah, it's coming out in November, right?
So they're just steamy romance novels set in fantasy kingdoms and shit.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Game of Thrones.
A lot of them, it depends on the books, but a lot of them are high fantasy where it's a whole world building and there's porn in it, but it's a whole world building too. And it's epic and over series of books and
it puts you in the mood. I tell you,
yeah. No, hells yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's natural.
Yeah. So, I mean,
it's a big business too.
Like Grey's Anatomy on Mars or something, or
no,
I mean, not Grey's Anatomy, 50 Shades of Grey. Sorry, Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, but no, it's more like high fae. So it's just people with magic.
Yeah. Imagine you're sparring with a real hottie and then you're hitting him down on the ground.
But he's got shadows.
Hold on, keep going. Hold on, keep going.
And the shadows can do fun things too. So just saying.
The shadows are getting busy. I like this.
Oh yeah, Shadow Daddy. Shadow Daddy's
there you go.
So basically, if I start listening to the audiobooks, I'm going to crash.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh God.
You could learn some really important things though. Just saying.
Okay. Fred, you have any closing arguments on that?
There's not really much you can say. My wife wrote some porn, though. Some very interesting, soft, but, not really soft.
Wait, but how do I not know this?
I
think we knew this.
She wrote 3 novels.
Can you please send me links or something?
She took them down from Amazon. She had them up for a while, but she took them down because she's reworking them. But I keep encouraging her to put them back because they're.
Let me know because I'll read them.
I thought they were very good.
We all know I'll read them.
Yeah, sure. I actually have a hard copy of her first one, a couple of hard copies that I could send you. I was going to send Ellie one, but then I sent her my novel instead.
Yeah, you did. You were going to send me your wife's book.
I know. I should do
it. We all want to read her book, especially if it's porn.
It's a little porny.
There you go. So Cultra here is hereby, we have no sponsors, but we do sponsor porn. So,
I've been saying for years, I'll do an OnlyFans. I've got a naked picture of me running in Death Valley that's got
wait,
yep.
that's
we've
true.
all seen it.
But that's a still from a video.
Speaking of naked pictures,
it took me 3 or 4 takes to get it. So there's a bunch of footage on my computer. This computer right here that I'm talking to you on.
What Jimmy doesn't know
the same one I watch porn on.
Oh, great.
He's got it side by side like Cultra.
Let me share my screen. Whoops.
Jimmy, please stop sharing that screen.
But it was a live photo. So if you just touch the photo, it turns into a GIF.
Keep my hands up high so you can see.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you find that?
This one has pretzels.
I needed money, okay?
So, hey guys, you know what? This is how busy I've been lately. I didn't even know that Western States was happening.
Oh yeah.
That was actually a fun day. I'm glad I didn't go. It's so much more fun when you're not there.
Yeah. So
there are a lot of things that are like
that. I did want to take a minute here and just kind of talk, if you guys are okay, like kind of talk about that a little bit. Does that sound good?
Sure.
I'm going to Hard Rock in 2 days, so then we'll have to talk about Hard Rock.
Hard Rock's
coming up.
All right.
Oh, our friend of ours, Stacey Clark's going to be out there. I don't know if we got to get
running it.
No, she's pacing and crewing, I think.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out. Like me and a couple of friends, we're calling it. We're just going to summer camp, so we're just going to go out for a couple of days, hang out in the San Juans. Yeah, that's kind of it.
That's nice. That's a good. That sounds like a good thing.
Sounds a lot more fun than running it.
Exactly. I'm a couple.
Sounds like I'm going to the Jersey Shore, and I'm like, dude, what? No.
I mean, I'd go there too. I don't know.
I know, but I'm gonna do like a 10-mile run or something on Sunday, and I know I'm only gonna get like 18 feet of vert.
I'm going to Knoxville, so I'll do
like what I'm doing these days, like 30 minutes. Screen share. I'm worried.
That's
screen
right.
Share.
Wait, yes. What are you showing us?
Wait, if this isn't a picture of Mike Wardian running a 5K in Teva sandals, I'm gonna be pissed off, dude.
Where did it go? I just had it going here.
Isn't he a Hoka guy? What's happening?
No, he runs for Teva sandals now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He wears sports sandals and he runs fast 5K in them.
I like that guy. He came to Scratch like maybe a month ago, and I was like, "Oh, hi, Mike." And it was like there was like 4 other people there, but like 2 people knew who he was outside of me, and they were like ogling him, and so I was like, "I'll welcome you in." I don't know.
Oh, cool. That's neat. He I've met him. I guess I met him one time at Hartford actually. So Hartford Marathon. So he won the marathon that year and was I gave him the RRCA Connecticut. What was it? The Connecticut state champion. It was the RRCA championship for marathons in Connecticut, and he won that. And it was like a small thing compared to winning the marathon, but he was like, yeah, he was really excited about it, and really he was really cool. So
yeah, he's a very nice guy.
Yeah. So we had Western States, right? Just happened, and you guys can see my screen okay?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I just kind of wanted to recognize some of the people from the Northeast who ran it, some of our local people. So I guess like first we'll talk Connecticut. So we had just one representative from Connecticut. Sarah Slater was there. So congratulations to her. She finished in just under, it looks like 29:13. So good for her. Golden hour. To get out there. Yeah. Yep. And then I guess like a bunch of people, if you guys know, now some of these people are 1 or 2 of these people I know. So if you guys know them, definitely let's give them a shout out. But Todd Curtis, the people from Massachusetts, Todd Curtis, Sean Daler, and Wayne Chan. From Massachusetts, they all ran and finished there, and then Katie Scheid did all right. So, she had a great time, 15:46, and basically took the win there. So 13th overall. Was pretty amazing. And I love the fact that she lists Maine as her home state, right? Because I think Ellie, you're probably more up on this than I am, but I thought she was living out west, right? At this point,
in France.
In France, is France west
that's
from here, Fred?
I think that's it's Western Europe. Yes,
Western Europe. Yeah. Okay, but I love the fact that she's still listing Maine. She still respects the Gators. So
for the tax benefits.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe that's it. You think so, huh? That could be. So congratulations to her. And then in New Jersey, we had Bruce Keeley from Bridgewater ran, Anthony Russo from Jackson And looks like Nuboyer Takeda from Old Tapan, Bergen County people, and Carolina Rubio McWright from South Orange out in Essex County. So congratulations to all them. Let's see, in New York, we had Jeffrey Adams.
I think I've met him before.
Okay.
I think I ran like with him at some race because I feel like the name is familiar, but I can't remember when. So if I do know you, good job.
There you go. From Kenmore. So congratulations to him.
Near the Buffalo.
Yeah. Oh, is that near Buffalo?
Yeah.
Like near the area. I probably ran into him or almost ran into him on my bike.
When you were doing your trip?
Yeah.
That bike race?
Yes.
With no one else in it. Yep.
Hey, you know what?
Course record.
No one else.
First overall, first male course record.
Did I ever tell you that?
Yeah, go get it, Byram.
The bike trip. Okay, let's just take a moment and
Peggy. Wait, was Peggy second overall or was she first?
She was always first. Okay.
Okay, so for Peggy, so you have the male course record.
Yes, and Shan actually, I rode my bike, but Shan actually went faster than I did running. So, but you know that just. Have you? So speaking of cycling, have you guys been watching the Tour de France?
Yeah,
every day. It's great.
Oh my God, that is so good.
We watch the Tour de France stage, and then we put on Harry Potter.
Nice.
So, are you watching it live, or are you streaming it on?
We're watching it live. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I just watch it. I'm watching it on Peacock after.
You got to watch it live, or
like it starts at like 5:00 in the morning, and it like goes till like
about 11:30. Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah, we always get like the end of it. So.
Well, that's good. I mean, that's generally the good part, right?
Now, is that regular Harry Potter or like porn Harry Potter, Ellie?
It's
Fairy Potter.
Yeah, Harry Porny Potter. Yeah.
That's right. Dumbledore. 3 points. Did you just earn 3 points?
Oh God.
3 points for Hufflepuff. Let's see. So yeah, enough of this stuff. Okay, so let's go on to Pennsylvania, right? Maybe Jimmy Mack knows some of these people. Patrick Heine, is it Patrick Heine? Is it Heine or Hein, Jimmy? What would you guess?
Heine.
Heine. Okay, good. That's like a good German Pennsylvania name, right?
Yeah, from Bethlehem, dude. That's out in Amish country, isn't it?
Yeah, that's there. Andres Hernandez, Samantha Carney, Michael Busada, Giuseppe Cavallo, and Mariana Grudziak from Pittsburgh, and Eric Thorne from Wayne. Those are all the Pennsylvania finishers. Then, Vermont, we have Eli Barakian. So Eli was on the show, actually. He did the FKT in Iceland, and we had him on and spoke to him about his run in Iceland. Probably, boy, I'm trying to think of when it was. It was probably a year and a half ago, I think we had him on this show. So that's, good to see him out there. Looks like he came in the golden hour there, 29:43. And Peter Lawson, so from Burlington. So congratulations to all those people. Did you guys watch any of the coverage of this or no this year?
I did, yeah, because I sort of I am usually like trolling the live chat.
Nice.
So this year I made this whole story about how because Jim Walmsley has a twin named Will Walmsley. And so I made this whole story about how Jim ate half of Will in the womb and how that's why he's so strong. And then I also started a conspiracy theory of the reason Jim is so fast is him and Will switch places at the aid station.
Okay.
And that got some good. And then the next day Will Walmsley followed me on Instagram.
Oh, he likes
Epic.
He likes that. That's
I know.
Good.
I was
that's good support. Support is good.
Hell yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, that's that's what we got for Western states, I guess. So it was, and whatever. There's lots of places to find information if you want to kind of talk about the race. But did anything
my
jump
friends,
out?
John and Chris got 9th and 10th, and tomorrow we're actually having like a congratulations party for them. So I'm excited.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
They were pretty quick. 15,
Yeah.
15 and 15, 18. That's not bad.
Yeah. And then the 11th place guy, Blake, he was like 15 seconds behind 10th place.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty quick.
Wow. And I guess even even there was a lot of back and forth with Jim Walmsley in the front, right?
Yeah, I actually just messaged Rod just like a couple weeks afterwards to like, because that was exciting. The whole time I was like, catch him, kill him, kill him. Like the whole
Oh, you gotta root for the underdog, right?
This is ultra running we're talking about, folks.
Yeah. Jeez. Now, reportedly, I guess, and somebody can correct me, somebody with actual facts can correct me here. So reportedly, Jim kind of stopped at an aid station and didn't really see the pass. Is that right?
He was too busy switching with Will.
Oh,
That's okay. That could be. I mean, that's
checks out.
Let's see. So I think that's worthy. Did Will switch with? I have to ask the Magic 8 Ball if Jim switched with Will during Western States. Let's see. We'll see. It says outlook good. So pretty much Magic 8 Ball just confirmed. We did our fact checking, so everything's fine, right, Fred?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So
golden. Don't worry about it.
So we got that. That's pretty cool. So what do you got going at Hard Rock, Ellie?
I'm just sort of going out to, I don't know, hang out. So my friends Alex, Levi, and Anthony are going out. And so I just decided to tag along, and we're really just gonna like hang out and do some hiking in the San Juans. I might like do some like stuff with Free Trail, just like if they have a panel or something, or like just I don't know if I think we're doing like a get together or something, but that's kind of like low priority. But kind of before I move, like I want to hang out with some of my closer friends, and they really like the mountainous stuff like that. And I am not like training for anything, so I'm not like worried about running too much. So I think we're just gonna hike around and I don't know, hang out and see the sights. I've never been.
Nice. They look pretty brutal, right? I mean,
yeah. And I mean, I'm going to be at mile 85 for when Courtney needs a pacer, and I got to get her to the finish.
Nice.
I'll just wait for her to choose me.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right. Pick me.
Which way does it go this year?
I don't know that. I don't know anything about this race.
Oh, so I went one year to spectate, and it was fun. And I got lost in the mountains. When I get lost, I just went to go find it sounded more interesting to go find an abandoned silver mine than it did to see runners coming into Cunningham Gulch, because it was going that way that year or whatever. I guess that's mile 93, or it's like mile 7 or whatever. But and I just had to do a lot of sketchy down climbing to a trail that completely disappeared down the side of a cliff. But that trail that they finish on, whatever, maybe I'm sure it's going to be this year because I was there in 2016. So if it's an even year, I imagine, did they skip a year though because of COVID and not have it, or
I
always happen?
I thought so.
All right, so then it's probably going that way this year. And anyway, there's an abandoned silver mine up like behind like Kendall Mountain, and like it's pretty crazy. And I was frolicking around in that all day instead of spectating at Hard Rock because I was like, this is more of an adventure and more fun. There's like stuff there from like the 1890s that like no one ever bothered to take because it's just like, I guess it's everywhere in Colorado. They've just abandoned silver mines like crazy. And it's like old boots and like glassware and shit. And like, I'm just like, I don't want to take any of this stuff home. This is going to be a pain in the ass to get out of here. So that's probably why it's left. Pretty cool.
All right. Well,
Nice.
I'll do a little looting.
Go spelunking, but go, like be like Tomb Raider and shit. Like maybe you'll find some like actual hunks of silver up there.
Yeah, there we go. Hard Rock.
Ellie Pell's the new Lara Croft. Let's go. Wait, look, I think you're wearing the top tonight. That's like a Lara Croft top,
There
right?
we go. Yeah, I got the gun in my
green
pocket.
tank.
You know,
Show the guns again. Show the guns.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
Very
I'm
good.
bored. I have nothing to do except work on my bench press.
But hell yeah.
And turns out when you're not running, your muscles do actually build because they're not being used. All the food you're eating just goes there. Who knew?
Very good. Hey, Jimmy, tell us about Ansonia 6.
Oh, that was a race that I put on last weekend?
Epic.
Weekend before last. Yeah, everybody said they had a blast. I got so many good emails from runners afterwards that were like, this was so much fun. A lot of people's first trail experience. Yeah, a lot of people's first time like doing a trail race. And it was awesome. And we had a lot of people who like did distance PRs. Second place woman was a woman who like had never done a timed event before. I don't think she'd ever run more than like 15 miles or something. This woman Dory, she was awesome, and she ended up doing I think like 28 miles or something, or 26 miles. Like
she looks strong out there.
She was super strong,
Yeah.
And our friend Caitlin Rossi won. She did 30.
Yeah.
I think she did 15 loops or whatever.
Very good.
On the dude side, it was this kid. I hate to call him a kid, but like Chase Smith is the dude's name, and he was just a fucking animal. He
was
21,
just every time. Boop,
21
boop,
loops,
boop.
42 miles. Like, so that would have been second place. That would have been like, remember that one year I had like on that other course, it was like Dan Grip, Justin Kowski, and then that kid Patrick Perry, all pummeling each other. They all did 44 miles, but like they all came in like, I don't know, 3 to 4 minutes apart, whatever, at the end there. But they're like watching this dude Chase just kind of like pummel like the field, whatever. Like I think Shan Riggs was second. And I think Shan was 38, whatever. Shan was steady as fuck all day too. But
yeah, he was just like a machine.
Yeah, but
with a
like,
smile most of it.
Yeah, Shan was having fun. And then who was third place? Oh, it was my dude Joe. So I got an inside scoop on a Patreon and what his Patreon name is. When I was like, I remember like all these new Patreons when I came back on the show like a month ago or whatever. I was like, who are all these fucking people? Like, what's all this cryptic bullshit? This sounds like inside jokes I don't know about.
Uh-oh.
No. But I met Joe Edelstein. He had a good day. And like everybody, it was like a bunch of people were using it as like a last long run for Vermont. Like
Christian.
like Josh and Christian, and Christian was there. Christian bought coffee and bagels, these bomb ass bagels. I ate 3 fucking bagels. That's all I ate all day. I ate 3 bagels and with cream cheese and drank coffee and I had a couple volunteers no show. I'm not gonna say their names on here. But what the fuck, guys?
You're fuckers. That's who you are. Volunteers no showing.
No, one called.
Why don't you go volunteer to fuck yourself?
One did call to say he couldn't make it, and I was like, and then the other one just no showed, no called, no nothing. I was like, you know what, that's cool, whatever, fine. We had a blast though. It was,
and I had to leave early because my daughter's party.
People towards the end, like people didn't care. I was like, yo, sorry, I don't have any more watermelon cut. They're like, dude, it's all good, I'll wait. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know,
it was a good group.
It was a fun group. Yeah, it was really fun. Everybody was like super social. People stayed to chill afterwards too. That's a really cool spot. That pavilion there. So it's like it's a pretty fun race to put on. I really enjoy putting on that race in that nature center. And the one thing though, I was like really sorry in my pre-race speech. I was like, guys, I came out here to mark the course yesterday. I guess Wednesday night we had those big storms like right before. So a bunch of new blowdowns came down. And I was like, I didn't have time to cut anything back. Like I just fucking didn't. I'm sorry. Like whatever. But then my man Joe went out and like cleaned all this one tree off that was like I could have went out with like a sawzall and probably cut this thing down, like whatever. But he like cleaned it off so it was like easier to get over, whatever. So props to him for doing that. That was cool.
What you should have done is like called out those 2 volunteers that no showed and been like, so I asked these assholes to clean this course. They're not here, so sorry.
So when you see them, thank them. Right.
I'm trying this new thing where I'm just not going to be reactive. I was just like, well, okay, we're having fun. I'm like, I had me and Celeste all morning. We had Christy, whose husband Travis. This is their second race they just did. And Christy volunteered for me for all 12 hours at Brooksvale.
She's fun.
She's awesome, dude. She's so much fun. And they're from New York, upstate
Mass.
New York. They're from Mass. That's right.
Yeah.
I
think that's what she said.
like, and then who else volunteered? And he didn't volunteer, but he came by in the morning to tell me some stories. This is my friend Andy Cable. He had to connect. He connected a new thing on his map.
Yeah.
So he went out and did the beginning part of the course, and then like went out on the cul-de-sac. There's like if you go straight and miss the turn for the race, and you go straight, you end up on like the end of a cul-de-sac. And I think he needed to do that to connect like Ansonia to Woodbridge or something. He's an evil genius, right? Like he's out
Yeah,
here.
he really is.
He's doing like mapping for like like CIA or M5 or some shit, right? Like
Gotta be.
It
Pretty
is.
much. Yeah.
Because birds aren't real either, right?
His dog tells him where to run. So no, he is the most beautiful map there is, like City Strides map.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
No, yeah, it's got to be like top 10 in the world of
props to Ultra Walker. He gets shit done. Like,
it is amazing stuff. All right, very good, Jimmy. Well, I'm glad that race went well there. So
anyway, hit me up if you want to volunteer for the Brooksville Turkey Trot in November. I want to line everybody up now and then send you an email in October and be like, did you forget?
You know I'll be there.
Send you in blood.
Yeah. In this person's defense, they did sign up back in like February to volunteer. And like I didn't do a follow-up email. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
Oh, okay.
But maybe they just forgot. But like still, like fucking, I don't know, whatever. Put it on your
Could have reached
calendar.
out to you, right? Could have reached out to you and said, like, we're still on, everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I was putting it up on Facebook a lot. I'm like, there's still spots left. We had 60. How many people signed up? I think like 67 people, and then I think I had like 68 people, and then I think I had 56 starters. Yeah.
Okay.
People were like asking me questions all week because people had never done it. As a lot of the 169ers, like they were like, if I just do one loop, do I get credit? I was like, fuck yeah. I like do one loop, eat like $10 loops worth of food, and then go home. Like,
yep.
And they're like, you're not just gonna kick me out. I'm like, hell no, stay and party and like get weird, dude. We're gonna get fucking super weird. It's a fucking live loud race.
Throw up behind the tent. It's cool.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I offended like 6 people. It was great.
This is $5. Eat whatever you want.
Yeah, like fucking. I went to Costco and partied. I was like, I got a company card. I don't know how it gets paid. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, wow.
Hard Rock is clockwise, by the way, if anybody's interested.
Okay, that's the clockwise.
It's the same way that you were saying, Jimmy.
Yeah, you end at Cunningham Gulch is like mile 93, and then you
93. Yeah.
I went up that, and then I like turned off. So I saw like Jeff Browning. So that was the year I think like Killian, then Jeff Browning, then like who was third place, like Jared Campbell or something. I don't know, but I saw those dudes like all coming down to me, Ryan Kaiser, and it was pretty cool. And then I met a woman who was like best friends with Megan Hicks from Iron Far. She was going to pace her, but then Megan was like, I don't want to pace her. Get out of here. I just want to like do this by myself. So I met her, and she used to do shoe reviews from Iron Far. Her name was Kristen. With the Google Earth was out there like trying to do like Google. They were going to do like a Google Trail. Did you know about this? Did I tell you guys ever about this?
I saw them up at the Maroon Bells. I saw somebody with the big harness hiking.
Yeah.
From the parking lot there.
They were out like doing like part of the Hard Rock course or whatever. And they were like, yeah, we're trying to, whatever. And I was like, yeah, there's some really cool trails up here. And there's a fucking abandoned silver mine at 13,000 feet up there. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
Very good. Like Mount Everest, right?
Just probably about half the height, maybe a third of the height.
No, I guess that's fair. That's fair. U.S. Olympic track and field trials happened too.
Yeah. People ran really fast.
Yeah. I was lucky enough to, I went out and did a Cascade Lakes relay with a bunch of people from work. And it was really cool in Oregon. And, it's like a 216 mile run, and did like 20. They got the full experience. I got to do about 20 miles in 3 legs. So I got to run fast and in the heat, in the blaring sun and stuff like that. So they got the full experience of what it means to have a lot of drama during a race with me running. Cause I pushed myself as hard as I could. And what that means is like, I'm high maintenance and lots of shit going on. And most of them were under 40 in my, the other 5 guys in the van. So, there were a team of 12. But I did have, I'm like, okay, yeah, have like a 7 mile loop or 7 mile run. So it's like, okay, yep, meet me up 3 miles up ahead, and just give me some ice there. And then I'll tell you if I need anything else. So I get there and then I'm like, oh yeah, so get me some salt pills. And they're like, where are the salt pills? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. Cause like the whole van's a cluster at this point. Like the pills may be somewhere in the bag. So just, they got the whole thing of having to try to dig through the chaos of my life to find my shit in the van, in the suitcase or in the backpack or in the bag or in the wherever it was. So it was a lot of fun.
Did the Desitin come out at some point? Is that
I had the Desitin just in case, but it wasn't that long to do that. It was more like just get pure heat exhaustion and then for the last mile lose your mind. But still do, I still did better than I still ran faster than the majority of the people on my team. Good. Even though I'm like
smidge of hyponatremia.
No hyponatremia. That's why he was getting salt pills, Jimmy. I was severely, I'm sweating about a pound a mile. So that's like, no shit. And so it was, by the time I finished at least one of these legs, I was pretty well played out, but it was still fun. It was a lot of fun.
Bugles? Did chocolate bugles make a showing?
No, but I was pushing the Swedish fish. I was selling those, the caffeine bullets, goose. I had birthday cake. I had, I had all the tips of bandanas and the whole thing. So I had a lot of fun. Yes. And ended up in Bend, and that was cool to hang out there for a while. And then my wife and I rented a Revel 4x4 Sprinter van, and spent a week up in Columbia River Gorge, kind of just driving around, looking at waterfalls, and going for long hikes, and enjoying all the sights there. Went to Hood River, Oregon, where it's like basically the windsurfing capital of the world. I hadn't been there in I probably hadn't been there in 35 years or so. And it was really cool to, it was cool to like live, cause I had thought about buying a Sprinter, and, so it was kind of cool to at least rent one and kind of get that experience for a little bit, finding a place and pulling off to the side of the road, or, in a back road, and, and parking. At one point we parked underneath Mount Hood in this front of this pond, and had just had a beautiful view of the mountain, and it was a really good time. So and then
Sprinter vans, if you see that on the dating profile, it's a red flag.
Is it? Yeah.
Wait, have you see what on the dating profile?
Like if you're on Hinge and there's a Sprinter van or like a van life reference, you're like, no, swipe past that one.
Does that mean like
red flag?
Does that mean
tell us what's the dating scene like right now on the apps?
Yeah.
So I'm a dabbler, but it's like not. I'm not.
What does that mean? You do the free version and you just do it for like a weekend. And you get...
I'm somebody that like I'm not good with like being on there and like I don't know, like going back and forth for like 2 weeks of text messaging. So like I say dabble, like I go on there, I'll exchange 3 messages and be like, let's get coffee, and then I like stop. So because like I don't know, I'm not like I just kind of want to get to the meeting, and
chick it down.
I love this. I love this
like,
so much.
Anyway, so like
this is my favorite episode of Culture ever.
She's trying to see who's. She's like, I don't know. Like, do you read anything good? He's like, no. She's like, I gotta go.
No. Well, okay. So how like a red flag is like if they're holding a fish, or if a guy has a truck. So another one for Colorado is like if there's a van in one of the photos, or if one of the things is like I want to find my adventure buddy. You're like, no, not you. That means I have commitment issues.
And I need somebody to like vacuum.
Well, like people who live in vans, like, I say this is I lived in a van for 6 months. So like, I think during that time in my life, like I was very like, I want to be able to like leave someplace if I like, I don't know. It's a very like, they're not committed to a place. Like they are very like, oh, if there's another greener pasture, if there's like another hot girl over there or whatever, like I'll just go that way. That's what the van signifies. And then the adventure buddy is like somebody that has a real big either addiction to exercise, addiction to always like doing shit outside when they don't know how to chill. And then they also like, in addition to being their like bed buddy, they want you to be their accountability partner, like so that they can continue to live this like life that like never lets them chill. And I have a really big red flag for that. So
Ellie pal, I love that you're also an overthinker like me. You're reading way too much into all this stuff. Oh my god. Okay,
look, I'm 32. Okay, I'm not 20.
What apps are you on? Are you doing Tinder?
Hinge
are you doing
is the one that I do.
So wait, is Hinge? No, Bumble's the one when ladies make the first move.
I think. Yeah, but I think Bumble guys can too. I don't really know. I just got that one.
So wait, what's Hinge's advantage? Because they're all owned by Match.com, right? You know that they're the parent company of, like,
I don't really know.
Companies.
I don't know if there is like I don't know too much. That was just the one that I was like, yeah, Tinder sounds kind of like you want to hook up. Bumble, I don't know. Like, I kind of actually am pretty like, I don't want to make the first move. So like, I'm okay with people messaging me first. And so I think I went with Hinge that way. And with Hinge, it's not like, so it's just, I don't know. I don't think they're all terrible. Like, that's why I'm a dabbler.
It's funny. No, I've just been thinking about this lately. Like, because I was, when I got single like 2 years ago, I was a little over 2 years ago, like I did all this stuff. And what's your take on dudes' profile pictures with the shirt off?
Oh, it shouldn't be the first one, and it has to be like.
What did you say about guys over 45 with abs?
Like, I think. All right.
I want to hear about what's your take on guys over 45 with abs?
Oh, okay. Oh my God. No, you're on the tee. That's what I got to say about that. All right. Anybody over like 35 actually with like abs and it's way too defined, you're trying way too hard. That's a red flag. Because it's after you're 35 to 40, it's really hard to maintain that body.
I got to tell you this right now. Listen, I'm in the most wonderful relationship.
Jimmy just takes off his shirt and he's like, "What do you got to say, Ellie?"
I'm like super. Listen, I have to say, I am the fittest I've ever been in my entire life right now. And I am in a torrid love affair with myself currently right now. And like, I haven't jumped back on the apps because I've been single again since the end of March, whatever. And I'm just like not like interested in like dating anyone except myself right now.
It's fine.
I'm just like fucking loving being alone right now. It's fucking great. Like, it's so great. Like,
see, that's another thing is I am fine being like with myself. So like, I'm a dabbler. That's why I'm a dabbler. Like, because sometimes like, I don't know. I just sort of called it quits with one person and it was fine. We're still friends. It's just more like I'm moving to Greeley and like there isn't enough chemistry here for me to like keep going when I'm going to be moving and it's going to be long distance. So like, you're cool, but like,
So I went out with a woman and like, we had been texting for a couple of days, whatever. And I remember she was like, we were like 10 minutes into the date. We both were kind of like, it's not physical. There's no physical spark, whatever. And she's like, all right, I'll tell you what, open up your app and give me your phone and I'm going to do the same for you. And I was like, oh shit, so I can look at my competition. I was like, this is the first chance I've had to look at my competition, whatever. And you're right. There's so many dudes on boats with fishes, dudes out with their bros that with all the tons and tons of beer bottles on the table, like they've been partying all day and they're trying to show off how hard they go. And I was like, this is my competition. She's like, I guess there's a statistic that's been going around these sites for like the last 10 years is that 10% of men are getting 90% of the dates with women. And she was like, she's like, you're one of those dudes. How many dates have you been on? I was like, I've been on like, I went out with like 12 different women in like a really short amount of time, whatever. And like, she was like, you're one of the dudes who are dating all the women. And I was like, oh, so like all these bros here that you're not swiping on, these are the dudes that are pissed at me. And she was like, listen, dude,
I'll just finish the point.
She's like, listen, you're in good shape. You know how to talk. You know how to listen. Like you know how to make people laugh. Like you're obviously like, you're not ever going to do bad at this. And I was like, yeah, I literally had a girlfriend since I was 13 and that's my problem. So, yeah.
Like, okay. And the only thing
sorry, if any dudes listening to the show right now are having a hard time dating, sorry.
Like, okay. The only thing, like my comment, the thing is like over 35,
Jimmy's coaching now.
See like the rise of like, a lot of guys using testosterone and it's not like you really shouldn't unless you have to for medical reasons you shouldn't really take endogenous hormones And also after like 35 to 40, your body, it's a lot harder to maintain like a cut physique. Like it just is. That's just the way it is. And it doesn't look natural. And so like that's a red flag because it's like you're trying way too hard to maintain this, or you're on the T, which
is this
like,
what we're talking about here? Does that work?
How do you get on testosterone? Is that like a thing you go to your doctor to get, or?
I think so. Well, I think you can. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just send you this article about like more people are on testosterone, more guys are on testosterone than you actually think. But like, I have no idea.
How about the weight loss drugs like Ozempic or
oh yeah,
all these other things? That's like taken over too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, for those, like, because they've been around for a while to treat diabetes. And so, like, if they work for that, that's like, I mean, it really depends on, like, what your doctor thinks and your motivations. Like, unfortunately, we have a world that's not built for, like, people of plus size. So, like, of course, everything is uncomfortable for them. But imagine if there was a world where they weren't uncomfortable, they weren't fat shamed and stuff like that. Like, would they be on the drug? Probably not. So it's kind of, there's a lot more societal stuff going into that. But I don't know, it's like any new thing. It's like, wait to see what the outcomes are in like 20 to 30 years. Cause like, we're still pretty new with that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So the other thing,
can I hear more about Ellie Pell dating?
What do you want to know?
We do want to. I want to bring in a topic.
I'm sweating now. Oh my god!
I need some.
So bad now. Oh,
I need some education here on this.
Maybe I think it's like so. My when I broke my pelvis, my dietitian was like, "You need to gain 10 pounds like right now." And so I have, and it's actually kind of nice. But also, I sweat like even more than I already did, and the armpit chafing. Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Hurts. I have this like with me all the time. I have like every size. I'm like, oh my god.
Squirrel not because you're rubbing?
Yeah, like I like bleed under there. I'm like, oh my god.
No way.
Yeah. But anyway, so
I hear that running, like I'm hearing all this talk about running clubs lately as being the new dating apps. Now, running clubs have been around for a long time. I mean, there's nothing more old school than running clubs, I think. But now I'm hearing
that's the only reason single people go
discovered
out.
This,
right?
So what are you guys hearing about that? Like I hear people are talking about this. It seems.
People have been talking about this for like 10 years. Oh, does this make it into Outside Magazine? Is that why we're talking about it?
I don't know. Here's the thing: is that like
all the running clubs are for people to hook up.
Oh yeah.
But that's why I don't go to. That's why I don't go to them.
Oh yeah, that's Celeste. That's where you are. So that's what I'm like. Yeah, I know everything about everyone in this town already.
Yeah, it's even better when people think they're sneaking around and nobody knows. But like, dude, everybody knows.
You're not getting away with jack today. I posted a meme of this gorilla, and it was like, when you know somebody's lying, but you can't call them on it because you shouldn't know. Like, that's like when two people come to scratch, and I'm like, oh my god, like.
We know what's happening.
Oh man. That was I said artist discussion topics, and I said running groups is the new dating app ?
Yes.
I don't know. It's never worked for me. So
I've been married too long.
Has anyone ever talked to you on Strava? Tried to talk to you and slide up?
So I don't do Strava. So no, people hit me in my DMs a lot, but Strava I don't really go on. So, and also I only follow one person, and that's to make fun of him. It's David Hedges, and so theoretically only people you follow can DM you. So unless he wants to be in my DMs, which I mean he can just text me, so I don't think he needs to. I can't like get any DMs.
Okay, people, you're on notice. So don't try. So okay, how about
I gotta put a note in my phone and stop sending Ellie DMs on Strava.
I should check that. Oh, okay. Now I gotta check it.
Oh, so if somebody did want to date you, Ellie, how should they approach?
Oh my god, what is this? Is this an intervention? Is somebody behind
me? No, I'm just saying because there might
help. I gotta go. I have to go do my walk around Boulder and make sure it's safe.
There you go. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. Okay. So what should they do? Pull up in their van and just like
oh my god.
She's like, pull up in a van. No, I want you on a dragon. Like what?
Right there you go, dragon.
Oh, the dragon. Yes. Okay. It took me a while there. Oh, see, so I have to tell you guys this though. I did buy a van though. Not a Sprinter van, but I bought
That's creepy as fuck.
I know, right? But I bought a Chrysler Pacifica hybrid. So, and I got a like a no build kit to go on the inside, so I can convert it to with that. I can pop the seats out, which I've done, and I can has like a place to sleep and.
You're talking about a shaggin' wagon? Are you having a shaggin' wagon?
Yeah, I actually am. My wife and I.
You were so like ginger about it. You're like, hold up, and I have this thing to, and I'm like, are you making a shaggin' wagon? Just tell us you're making a shaggin' wagon, my dude.
Yeah, basically,
it's all good.
Yeah. So I'm pretty excited about it because I'm retiring in like tomorrow. And,
oh my goodness, that's so cool! Congratulations!
Pretty much.
Really? Is it that close?
Thank you.
Is it
finally going to
call out
college
sick on your last
retiring.
day? Call out sick. As a flex, call out sick on your last day.
It's actually I'm taking vacation for the next until August 6th, but tomorrow is really my last full working, pretty much my last day. And then
you have a good relationship. You have a good relationship with the company. Are you?
I do. Yeah.
In one of their toilets.
Yeah. No. So I'm. Yeah. It's never been better than it is now. So
that's a good way to leave. Oh my God, we've been having this fucking dickhead who I fired over a year ago. He's like leaving us bad reviews on Google because he's a asshole. It's so annoying. We have not had him in. We fired him over a year ago, because he. Oh man, he just is like a slime ball. And now it's like his year anniversary. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go and leave him a bad review again. And I'm just like, oh my God. Honestly, on my last day at Scratch, I'm just gonna blast him. I have so many good things to say. And but I can't do it now because I'm still employed. So do not do that. Oh my God.
So tell us about split shorts.
Yeah. Okay. So I have been reading all over the internet that athletic, for men, these athletic short, what you're probably Fred, what you used to run it in the 70s. Oh, yeah. They're popular athletic shorts to wear fashionably for men right now. And apparently it's that's cool. And then it's super cool to pair it with a thigh tattoo.
Wow.
It's got the ladies going.
It's like running a
you gotta have good thighs to pull that shit off.
So now when I go back on Hinge, I'll have to be thigh tattoo.
Oh my God. What the hell's happening out here?
We're talking about shorts. Oh, go ahead.
So the new fashion trend for men is short.
No, I heard everything. I heard everything you said, and I'm like,
yeah. And so pair it with the thigh tat, I guess. I don't know, Fred. Are you pulling out your shorts from the 70s?
I should, I guess, right? It's like the moral equivalent of the Speedo, though, but they used to be short. They were short.
I mean, I wear pretty short shorts. I wear
didn't leave much to the imagination.
The Vermont 100 shorts are pretty short. Those Patagonias, if you order those the wrong size, ladies, it's
there you go.
It's pretty scary. So,
all I can think of is that Friends episode. Remember where Phoebe's boyfriend that was always free balling with the short shorts, and he would lift his leg up and everybody would see it.
Ooh.
I remember the viral video of the marathoner guy that he was sprinting to the finish and just flapping all around. Had to get that PR though.
Some things are more important than modesty.
That's apparently. Right.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I got an OnlyFans. Let's go. Flop and dong. Let's go.
Jimmy Stack.
Gosh. Hey, so there's a race going on in Connecticut that I wanted to let everybody know about that Silk City Striders puts on every year for years and years. In Connecticut, one of the top cross-country locations is Wickham Park. Now, have Fred, have you ever run there by any chance? Wickham
I
Park?
used to live a mile away from there. When I was a second year law student, I used to run in the park every morning.
Have you read his book? Oh my God.
I'm asking the
Like no one
question.
does anything here for Fred.
No, I got the book right there. Here it is.
Right
I got the
there.
book right here. It's called Running Home. But that's not by Fred. That's by Frederick Marolo.
I met a Frederick today. He had a nice accent just off the plane. I was like, oh, this is cute.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
have an iced latte, please? Yes, we're watching Harry Potter too.
And then a fairy show after. How about some fairy porn?
We're watching sexy Harry Potter.
Would you like to
Very,
reread me
very
this book,
smut.
please?
It's very smut, Art. Celeste, tell him it's very smut.
It's very smut.
Okay.
We are above this porn thing you speak.
I
of.
should have. So we have Celeste. You've read Akatar, right?
Yes.
So we have like 3 of those books in the office because they're my co-manager's wives. Because she's one of my book pals. She's gonna start clit lit with us.
Perfect.
And so they're in the office. So I kind of wish I had been like, excuse me, sir, with your accent, will you please read a
Was
passage?
it chapter 55? Was that right?
A passage. Her name is Nesta.
Wait, did he have the hair like Cassian or no?
No,
Oh,
big old
unfortunate.
nerd, but it's fine.
It's fine.
All right,
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Art.
So I saw Becky Burke last night. She ran at Wickham Park.
I can't wait to see
So-
her this
and-
weekend.
And Amaya Sorensen. So they're both
yeah.
at Wickham Park, and then a whole bunch of the Burke boys were there, and it was good. It was a good time, and those are going to be every Monday night at 6:30 at Wickham Park in I guess that's Manchester, East Hartford border. So if you're interested, go to Silk City Striders or Run Reg, and you can find out more about it there. I think it's like $20 for 5 races total. So, and
That's
you get
a steal.
yeah, it is. It's a club.
I was
It's
just
a club.
thinking. So one of the things that I put in like the notes, Art, that we could touch on if we're bored is what do you think like the cap prices for like races is going to be? Like, do you
Ooh.
think soon we're just going to get to like $1,000? I mean, like Cocodona and stuff like that is like $2,500, but I mean Western States is like 500. Stuff like that. I mean, any Air Viper race. I mean, they do have good coverage, but like. I don't know. I mean, like when, what do you think is the cap going to be eventually? And then I think once the bubble bursts, is everybody just going to be like, nah, fuck it, local races? I mean, I'm already at that point. Like, I have no like big racing plans. Like when I get back to racing, it's going to be like the local 5 and 10Ks. And then like, I don't really have any big plans. So I'm already kind of there, but that's just because, I'm me. So
I might not race again this year, and I might just do a bunch of like cool like FKT type routes, like not like FKT.
what are you looking at? I mean,
the Prezi and I've been talking to Jock about bringing a party maybe to the Grand Canyon, doing a rim to rim to rim, like shit like that.
oh, that'd be fun. I was supposed to do rim to rim to rim this past spring, but it was a week after I found out I broke my pelvis.
Damn it.
So definitely keep me in the loop on that one. I want to do the Smoky Mountain one too. That sounds cool.
Oh yeah, okay.
The
Like,
one in the Carolinas or Virginia.
Another cool one, the 4-state challenge or whatever. What do you do? Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, Pennsylvania on the AT. It's a 42-mile section, whatever.
That'd be a hiker for me. I got to be honest. That would take me like weeks.
No, I don't think it's like on it. It's like a lot of it's on. Isn't there like the towpath along the C&O Canal, or like part of it's like on some flatter stuff, right?
What are you trying? You're trying to get from Virginia
Pennsylvania to
Pennsylvania?
Virginia, basically. Yeah, you get through 4 states in 42 miles, I guess. Yeah.
As long as we can hit some
that's the
sheep in
towpath.
Pennsylvania.
Well, hold on. If you go further north, they have that challenge, the half-gallon challenge or whatever. Like it's like the halfway point of the AT, and they make you go like eat ice cream, like as much ice cream. As you possibly can.
Okay.
Isn't that like the half-gallon challenge or whatever, somewhere in like Amish country or in PA? Does anyone know about this? Can this be confirmed or denied?
I
No,
don't
but I
know.
think if it
I'll do
doesn't
my own.
exist,
Listen,
it
I'll
does
do my
now.
own googling. I'll do
Ellie
my
and
own
Jimmy Mac
googling.
original, the half-gallon challenge.
Yeah,
So I would love to
want
put a race on like that where we eat ice cream.
That sounds like a
Ooh, I
fun
love that
time.
idea.
Got to do it during my breaks though from school now. I'm on an academic calendar.
The midway point of the Appalachian Trail is Pine Grove Furnace State Park in Cumberland Valley. This Lush Haven is also home to the famed Appalachian Trail Museum. But there is the half-gallon challenge, marks the culmination of months of physical and mental endurance. Yeah, so you're going to eat a half-gallon of ice cream. Yeah,
I could do it. I could do it.
I know. I could after hiking for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Like, I'll eat it right through the fucking package. I'll just eat it
or
like
or after walking downstairs.
chewing would expend too much energy. So what I would do is
we could like melt it down
and just drink it. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
because I would chewing is going to waste energy, and I just need to conserve calories and just get as many in right now.
Oh, this sounds good. Next summer,
half-gallon challenge.
Yes,
love it. So is Western States going to become obsolete?
Never. I think people are always going to want to do Western States.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. Like, you sure? Like, people are always going to want to do UTMB, right? And I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be obsolete soon, but I think, I mean, I don't know, like, I think there's a real opportunity to like do something like just as cool on like in other parts of the country, like eastern states or mid states. And I think that with more interest and also like only 300 people can run Western states. So eventually it's going to be like, sorry, and I mean, rich people do this sport. So I feel like we just need the right rich person to start the eastern states and the mid states. I mean, eastern states is cool, but I think it's a little bit disorganized. But then again, Western states 5 years ago was disorganized. So I think it's like, it can be done. It's just, I don't think it's close to becoming obsolete, but I think eventually the bubble will burst.
Yeah. It's kind of weird how people it's the same problem that we talked about, like 10% of the guys are dating 90%, have 90% of the dates, right? So
Jimmy's the problem.
It's not Jimmy's fault.
It is.
Sorry for having a fucking personality. I don't know what to say. I don't fucking fish. So
you take your man.
but my profile pictures were like me doing all shit outdoors, and that's like kind of
but
it's different.
The women I would like to date
the East Coast and the West Coast.
That's
though,
true.
Too.
Maybe you need a handicap, Jimmy. You should like carry a
filters.
fish or something. Put a fish in your profile.
I don't
just
know.
hold the fish, but like a little. What if I held?
But then
fish,
I'm going to take my shirt off. So that picture with the fish, well, I'll take my shirt off. Right? That'll cancel.
As long as it's not the first photo.
Yeah. Oh, this guy goes fishing like all on the weekends.
I just found this fish.
That's what I do. It should be a picture of a roadside fish, but I've been up all night running when I found it.
Or like a trout.
This is actually what you're going to be dating.
Yes. Can we eat the fish at least? I don't know.
So let's speculate on where Art just went to. Do you think Art's going pee? Or do you think he's getting a snack? Because we've been going for a while.
Oh,
be a snack.
You think it's a snack? I've been eating the whole time. I'm starving tonight.
I'm also hungry, but I don't have any food down here.
Damn.
And upstairs is far. If I try going up, my dog's going to have a heart attack. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder where he went. But anyway, I had one last question.
Oh, okay.
All right. Over under. So my grad program is 2 years. So over under 2 years, we'll probably have to be over. So over under 5 years, how long do you think it's going to take me to move back to the East Coast?
Ooh, after you're done grad school?
Yeah.
Oh my God, please say it's going to be 5 days.
2-year program.
Is there a spot open in your house?
Well, hold on. What's it?
Oh, yeah, my house is epic too.
Oh, okay, yeah. And the dog.
What's your graduate program?
So it's 2 years. It's bio.
So then you're going to teach, or what are you going to do with bio?
I have to teach during the program, but then afterwards is a little bit, it'll depend on what I end up liking to do in school. Like if I like to teach, I might keep going that route, or I have to do a thesis. So it'll depend on what I do my thesis on. And then I am looking at like if I do want to continue education, I think UNC Chapel Hill is probably where I'm going to look the most, or UB, the University of Buffalo. But so they are all East Coast. But just I was like over under. How long do you think it's going to take for me to really hate here? Like hate it here.
Under 5 years.
All the
That's what I was
colleges are back east, so you're going to end up back here.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus, back east is epic.
It is. I do miss it. Like when I went home for those 8 days, I was like, oh, I'm hydrating. It's the humid. I love this.
I can feel my skin.
If you get introduced, if you get introduced at a conference as like a Midwestern scholar or whatever, or like a mountain scholar, they're gonna be like, come back when you're fucking
idiot.
Eastern, when you're Northeastern,
civilized.
I know. Whenever like the 2 races that I've done out here, they're like Ellie from Boulder. I'm like, I'm from Ithaca.
And it's freaking gorgeous.
It's gorgeous. Art, where did you go?
Just now?
Yeah.
I had to
bathroom
take a
or
leak.
snack. We had.
Oh, that was one of the.
We all thought you went to get a snack.
A snack.
I was a little jealous. I'm hungry.
After the ice cream talk.
I mean, I've been eating the whole show.
Oh, okay. I've been doing something really like cringe recently for my like snacks. So again, told you my dietitian is like, you need to have more protein and this kind of thing. And so I've been making brownies out of chickpeas and they're actually bomb.
Oh God, no. Ew.
Okay.
No, I just made a huge batch of hummus tonight.
No, that's also ew.
Okay, no, they're not savory.
I eat probably.
I've had
chickpeas.
chickpeas.
Chickpeas have like kind of a neutral flavor. Like they're good, but like it's neutral. Yeah. So you add maple syrup and peanut butter and chocolate chips. Yeah. And they're actually good. It's not like a brownie, but it's like she told me to make them and they're actually pretty good, but it's not like hummus at all. Like no, because you bake them. So they come out like a blondie.
I do like real blondies.
Yeah. So like that, but like not as good.
I mean, I don't know. That sounds pretty good.
I just try it, and then you can tell me.
I would
like
smash that.
Impossible brown.
Like if I put that on my Hinge blondies. Profile, what way are we swiping? Actually, no. Hinge is at heart. So.
Oh, but I would always heart you.
Yeah, the heart. You can give me a rose.
Aw, that's cute.
Art, you're sharing sound. I don't know what
I am. Yes, I'm getting ready. I'm just getting ready because I know that there's certain members of the crew here that are going to be waking up at 3:30 in the morning.
That's me.
Okay, yeah, I got to go do my walk around Boulder every night. I like make sure the neighborhood is safe. So
epic.
I'm going to be in Denver for 2 hours tomorrow, Ellie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What time?
At the airport.
I can't get in there.
We'll get at that kooky airport with all the weird stuff under it.
Oh, the tent
Lizard
airport.
People.
Hey, people listening right now, Google Denver International Airport Illuminati and just back up.
It's a good rabbit hole to go down.
As Celeste goes down
stuck. Do this on company time, people. Okay, do not do this at home. Waste your company's money, please. Okay, please. Let's start fighting the system.
Yes.
So then I'm just connecting to Las Vegas because I'm going to see Dead and Company at the Sphere.
Ooh, okay.
That is excellent. Fred, show everybody your shoulder on your shirt there. That you're wearing your Cultra shirt there.
Grateful Fred.
That's epic.
Isn't that cool?
Oh, I love that so much.
Fred, your face. Is that Fred, your face?
There you go. Yeah, Fred, your face.
Excellent. And Celeste, where are you headed?
Me? I'm going to Nashville. Tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're just going to go hike Case Mountain as a shakeout before Nashville.
At 3:30, just to get your...
No, we're going at, I forgot, 5:30? I think we're meeting.
5:30.
Celeste will be up at 3:30.
But I'll be up at 3:30 because I'm me, so.
Mm-hmm. And that's not next door for you. So,
it's about
it's not that far.
It's not that bad.
Yeah.
So I got to leave my house by 5, but I got to feed the dogs before I go, which they're assholes.
Throw them a stick of bologna.
A stick of bologna is bigger than my dogs.
Just give that to Jimmy Mac,
Jimmy Mac likes when you throw bologna at him.
That's right.
I'm down with the bologna.
Oh, well, guys, this was a lot of fun tonight. Ellie, nice to have.
Thanks for coming on. Oh, so nice.
Yeah. And wish you guys happy travels, Fred. Enjoy. This will be probably the last Dead show, right? Or
Could
something.
be the last Dead show. Yeah, I said that
Yeah.
last year though too. So you never know.
Yeah. It's kind of like Vol State, right?
You,
Never say never.
Yeah.
I have a
Shout
friend
out
going
to-
out to
shout-
Ball State.
Vol State's great.
Yeah, he's kind of funky like you, Fred. He'll have a good time.
Yeah, it's life changing because
He
it's
runs
just
in
so
jean
weird.
shorts sometimes, has long hair, braids
Nice.
it. He's cool.
Awesome.
Very good. Jimmy, you had something to say there?
I was gonna say I hung out with JJ Duran at the I saw Trey play with the Boston Symphony Orchestra at Tanglewood 2 weekends ago, I guess it was, or like a week and a half ago, and hung out with JJ Duran and his wife Shannon, and checked out some cool music and had a blast. So that's a cool culture feature. Go to a concert with Jimmy Mack this summer.
There you go. or
You should
JJ
go to Red
Duran
Rocks.
Duran.
You should come
Or
to Red
JJ
Rocks.
Duran
It's
Duran.
so cool.
Yeah. Hit him up.
Yeah.
Hit him up.
Very good. So look forward to seeing everybody at Notch View. That should be a lot of fun. Good luck to everybody at Hard Rock or wherever your travels may bring you. Boy, thank you to all of our Patreons. As you'll notice, we have no sponsors here. It's not brought to you by our good friends at, Fluffer Nut Butter or anything like that, or, Fairy Wing. Maybe it should be brought to you by,
Ooh, Fluffer Nut Butter. I got to write that down. That's good, like OnlyFans name. I have a list. And any Patreon, if you have 1 month left to come see me at Scratch. So please, if you come in, say hello.
Yeah, do it. I know that To New York Banana was there, right?
Yes, I met him. Yes, he came right in.
Yes,
So
he
good.
actually went there twice because the first time he went there, you weren't there.
Oh, what a fan.
So he came back.
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay. And to all of our listeners, thank you for listening. And if you've made it this far, of course, seek professional help. And we will see you all in a mile.
Mile
and a half.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I picked up my van build. I got it off a marketplace and I got it. I drove to Maine to get it. So, and I had to
Gotta have
Dodge-
gator.
dodge the gators. That's why I got this
Just
gator on my
Katie Scheid,
shoulder.
if she knows about gators.
Yeah, that's a good question. Does Katie Scheid know about gators? Ask again later. So
I'll ask her again later.
okay. I think that's the plan.
Hey, it's me, Cultra Bot. We are 112% list NR supported, and talent like me is not free. So let me thank the following Patreons for their support. Because, support is good. Hashtag Hondojo. Carrot dollar 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 dollar. Albert James Galayton. 113th mile. To New York Banano. A Marcus, of Notch View fame. Amy Jennifer Hanlon. Amy Jennifer Hanlon's friend. Amy Mower Power. Amy Sorensen. Andy Tid. Angela Rose. Anna G. Antone de Betancourt. Austin Frank. Azam Pilatov. Ben Millet. Ben 1N. Benjamin Double N Griffin. Berkshire Trailheads, better run cause Shire's on fire, bitches. Basic Hustle. Bikini Chicken. Bill Gibbs. Bill Gilpatrick. Bill Adendal. Brian Musiak. Brian O. Bryce Hen Ellie. Celeste Fong a Ding Dong, but also Cherie Bilby. Chocolate Lee Chipperdoodle. Chris Rossell. Christina Chinhing. Christopher Colangelo. Clement Scented Chunks. Cloris Reinhardt. Thanks Crutchley for helping me. I rhyme and didn't know it. David Hoople. David Hyde. David Kaplan. Ellen Cretella Connell. Ellie Pell, Adventure Buddies need not apply. Emily Meyer. Enrique Tello. Eric Wester. Franklin Gondiaga. Fred Wills. Jeffrey Miller. Heidi Stearns. JJ Durand Notch View. Jackie Smith. Jacques Sarbach. Jake Coteen. Jamie Myler. Jank. Jessica Crandall. Jillian Ellefson. Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Trail Charts. Joseph Morisro. Just underscore a plotter. Justin Koski. Karen Prado. Kelsey Eng. Lanzalot. Laura Ricci. Sophia Lauren Edelmany Loops. Law Dog. Lee Anzargerlas, 100 Milerlas to you. Lenya Euro Trademark S Mom. Liz Vicious 30 made Cultra Bot get too hot. Maishij Macho. Mark W. Kelly. Marty Dutchow. Matt Nilsson. Michael Keogh. Michael Lopresti. Michelle Pom Pom O'Neill. Microscopic Porcupine. Miles Victors. Mommy Craigery, but also. Monkey Stuffer. Name. Nat Zilsk. Nicole Carey. Peter Keogh. Powered by Pop-Tarts. Prairie's Cocoa Panties. Rebecca Gonzalez Kreisberg. Richard runs trails on YouTube finishes Traveler 100. Rob the Bear Breckenridge. Ron Locandro. Ross Bielak. Rufus and Brenda Chaffee Ford and Chaffee Chocolatey Chicken. Run the Whites at Midnight. Rusty Red Wagon. Samuel Dibdal new and improved with 112% less chaffage. Sandy Barbells. Yup Sandy Barbells. Sarah Porras. Big Ol' Scott Johnson, Alex, and Tiger Hound Hojo. Simon C. Edgett. Scobuffs. Slurpee Runner strikes again on 7-11. Steep Endurance. Steven Estremera. Tie going round in the circle game. 10 junk miles. Get some while supplies last. The Blue Hills Contingent. The Lazarus Crew. Tom Sturridge. Tony Didamizio. Ultra Walker. Waldheimer. William A. Euro E. Keep running bro on YouTubia Euro Jara. Sme Kook reside in the rear.
The Cultra Crew, come and have a listen to the Cultra Crew. The large ass cow, the monkey too. Come and have a listen to the Cultra Crew. Cultra Crew, put Desatim all over you. Make your ass crack feel like new. Come and have a listen to the Cultra Crew.
Fuck. Oh my fucking